All right. Hey, good Saturday evening, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Let me see if I can expand my image here so you all can see me as we start this off. Hope again that you all are having a good evening. We'll give folks just a moment here to filter on in, and then we will get started. So again, just giving everybody a moment here to filter in, and then we will get started. Hope you all are doing well. Let's see here. There we go. Now you can see me. Guys, first and foremost, we've got some snow showers in the forecast as we go throughout the evening hours, especially into the overnight hours tonight. Crashing temperatures. I think it'll be a situation where we see, scattered amounts of snow from a coating to maybe even up to an inch of snow in some spots across parts of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, and probably even into Kentucky as we work into, again, tonight and into tomorrow morning. Some lake effect up in northwestern parts of Indiana and western Michigan. And so, again, not going to be a big snow event, not going to be one that is widespread, but I think some slick spots possible for those of you heading out to Sunday morning services tomorrow morning will be something that we need to keep an eye on and keep in mind as we head into tomorrow morning. Good evening, Dave. Good evening, Dustin. Good afternoon to Brandon and Brian, all of you on YouTube as well. I see your comments coming in. Guys, I do have to note I've got my IU hat on. Go Hoosiers. Super pumped up about that. I wanted to be sure to hop on here before the Packers and the Bears games here in just a little bit as well. So let's hop right into it. I want to give you all a look at what we are seeing right now in terms of the current radar. You can see the blue line out to the west. That is the freezing line. So that once that arrives, that's where we're going to need to watch for some slick spots to start developing. We do have some rain and snow showers out here in western portions of Illinois as well. That will be shifting further off to the east as we go throughout the evening hours tonight. But until again that blue line arrives, we're not likely going to be seeing much in the way of impacts. I think that really will pick up more so into the overnight hours. And I'm going to give you, as I go through the simulated radar, kind of a side by side image of the timing of snow showers and when the temperatures are going to crash and when some of those slick spots are going to develop. I want to show you all, click around here on the Clarity platform here real quick. For those of you that have Pavecast for snow removal purposes, I just wanted to show you in the Indianapolis area what our Clarity platform is highlighting. And it is showing that really, especially after midnight, as these snow showers work through, there's going to be the potential for some snow-covered roads and some slick spots. And of course, any wet spots as temperatures crash down into the 20s overnight will also have the potential to become icy, which is what this Pavecast feature is seen here on the Clarity platform as well. Taking a look at the simulated radar, I'm going to throw the time on here in the top right so it's easy to see. So this is 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can see, guys, snow working through western parts of central Illinois, but especially from Peoria and down to the south and to the east, temperature still above freezing at this time. As we continue to go throughout the forecast time frame, you will see that by 11 o'clock, midnight or so, we're seeing more of those colder temperatures to begin to seep into the area. And any of these scattered snow showers, especially the ones back here in northern Indiana and northern Illinois, will certainly have the potential to put down some light accumulations, and temperatures by this time, you can see well below freezing, will certainly have the potential to create impacts. But I wouldn't be shocked to see some flakes flying, maybe some bursts of snow as early as 11 p.m. or midnight, even down towards central Indiana. Temperatures above freezing, especially south of I-70 by this point, but that will not continue as we go throughout the rest of the overnight. You can see the temperatures continuing to crash. We've got more snow showers working through by the time we work into the overnight and pre-dawn hours tomorrow morning. Any of these will be capable of producing some light snowfall accumulations and some slick spots as we go throughout tomorrow morning. Take a look at some of the comments here. Well, I've got some Go Packers. I've got Go Indiana. I've got Go Hoosiers. Go Bears. I will say, more of a Colts fan. I like the Bengals too, but my wife grew up in the Chicago metro area, so I've got orange on today for the Bears to support her and her family. And again, I always root for the Colts and the Bengals, but I'll be sure to root for the Bears tonight for the family. But see that some of you have some rooting interest. My rooting interest are going to be mainly on next Monday night for the national championship game. Taking a look here as we continue to go throughout the forecast period, this is by about 5, 6, 7 a.m. Again, you can continue to see scattered snow showers that'll be moving across central and southern Indiana. Guys, what I want to make the note of, any of these snow showers as we go throughout the pre-dawn hours and into the morning hours tomorrow will have the potential to briefly provide some heavier snowfall rates. I think it's a type of a situation where it's not going to be a long duration type of a snow shower event, but you could get these bursts of snow that can briefly lower visibilities. They can briefly and quickly put down some coatings of snow, and maybe even under the heaviest snow burst in a short amount of time can put down a quick half an inch to an inch of some snow as we go throughout again the morning hours tomorrow. We'll also have lake effect snow. Take a look for areas further up to the north. I know we have some folks watching in the Chicago area and up towards northwest Indiana, southwest Michigan. We will likely be dealing with some lake effect snow showers as we go throughout the morning hours tomorrow, 9, 10 o'clock here, before things begin to wind down as we work further into the afternoon. But I'd expect, eastern parts of Ohio into eastern parts of Kentucky likely continuing to deal with some scattered snow showers and snow bursts. And of course, up by Cleveland, likely continuing lake effect as we work throughout the afternoon hours tomorrow. And you can see, guys, temperatures will try to warm up. So, especially central and southern Indiana, any snow that falls in the morning hours will likely have the tendency to melt some. But further to the north, your temperatures will likely stay above or below freezing as we go throughout the day tomorrow. The other thing that I do want to make the note of with this as well, as these snow showers are moving through, we're likely going to be dealing with gusty winds. Gusty winds 25, 35 miles per hour at times as these move through. Again, can briefly allow for some lowered visibilities as we go throughout the morning hours tomorrow, guys. The other thing that I want to make the note of, I think that some of these snow showers could have the tendency to be what we call snow squalls, where you can get quick whiteout conditions as we move throughout the overnight hours and into the pre-dawn hours tomorrow, especially. This is midnight. Anytime you see these purple colors showing up here, this is our snow squall parameter. That indicates the risk for some heavier bursts of snow. And you can see that in northern Indiana and along the I-70 corridor possible. It'll eventually shift further down to the south and to the east as we go throughout the early morning hours tomorrow. And I wouldn't be shocked, if maybe even some of the model data in eastern Kentucky, southern Ohio is a little bit underdone. This parameter is really lit up as we go into the mid to late morning hours tomorrow in eastern Kentucky. So for any folks down there, folks traveling tomorrow, could be some heavy bursts of snow throughout the morning, even down through parts of Kentucky. In terms of snowfall totals, guys, you can see here it's messy. This is not going to be a situation where everybody is picking up a coating or a half an inch or an inch of snow. It's going to be scattered in nature, but I think that a scattered coating to locally up to an inch of snow going to be possible. I suspect that maybe the highest risk for those localized half inch to inch totals going to be where you see these darker grays in here and turquoise colors up along and north of the I-70 corridor. Kokomo, Noblesville, Marion, Muncie, and then out towards areas just north of Columbus, Ohio, New Philadelphia, Worcester, Canton, as we go again throughout the overnight and early morning hours tomorrow. And of course, up towards South Bend, northwestern Indiana, north central Indiana, southwest Michigan, could see more along the lines of 1 to 3 inches of snow as we see the lake effect enhancement. I do want to show you some of the model guidance, guys. This is the RRFS model, which is our favored model as we go throughout the evening hours tonight. And I like how it shows really the splotchy nature of things. You can click around here. It may be a tick too far south in some spots, but it is especially along and north of I-70 where it's trying to indicate, some spots could pick up an isolated half an inch to an inch plus of snow with some of these heavier bursts. It's not going to be a situation where everybody sees it, but I do think that if you have the Clarity platform, you're going to be monitoring and keeping an eye on our nowcast as we go throughout tonight and into tomorrow morning, because some of these bursts of snow could certainly allow for quick accumulations on the pavement and slick conditions as we go throughout tonight and into tomorrow morning. So just something to keep in mind. And again, guys, if you don't have our Clarity platform, scan that QR code in the top right. I'll throw in here the link as well, because our team is going to be sending out updates as we go throughout tonight on exactly what impacts to expect, the exact timing of things, when this transition from above freezing temperatures to below freezing temperatures is going to happen. And something that, this is something we talked about in our forecast video back on Wednesday and Thursday that I did, that we sent out in the Clarity platform that everybody has access to. And so, just to be able to get a little more notice on these types of events and more detail, you can scan that QR code and sign up for our Clarity Home packages. Or, of course, if you are a business snow removal, be sure to reach out on bamwx.com or sales at bamwx.com to get more info on our professional services. Let's see here. Wayne, any of this making it to Louisville, or do we leave our crews at home? I do think that you can have some scattered snow showers here near Louisville. I think the better risk for, a half an inch to an inch plus is going to be further to the north in that isolated fashion. But you can even see here on the Clarity platform, you click around here, it's scattered in nature. Not everybody is going to see it, but, even down towards Louisville, I think coating to locally a quarter of an inch of snow going to be possible. And you can see that here with the simulated radar imagery as we go throughout the overnight and into the morning hours. This is 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. I'd say the 5 to 10 a.m. time frame for the southern Indiana, northern Kentucky area. I think that's certainly possible. Again, probably heavier risk will be further to the north, but I think a coating of snow not off the table. And you can see here temperatures as these move through will be below freezing as we get into tomorrow morning. So good question there. Columbus, Ohio, really the same type of thing. I think that scattered snow shower activity ramps up as we work into the overnight hours. For Columbus, it's probably especially after 3 or 4 a.m. and through the morning hours, but a scattered coating to a half an inch of snow possible. Wouldn't 100% rule out, especially just north of Columbus, locally an inch of snow being possible through the morning hours tomorrow. It's freezing in Bloomington, Indiana. Yes, it is cold now, and it's going to get colder as we go throughout the rest of tonight. Let's see here. I'm going to go over just real quick. Lynn, that was exactly what I was about to get to. The storm chances ahead. This is the one that I'm keeping a close eye on. If you look at all the teleconnections as we get towards the 18th to the 20th of the month, and I'd say right now leaning to the 18th to the 19th, probably right before the national championship game. If you look at the teleconnections, it favors a storm track potential in the lower Ohio Valley and the Mid Atlantic. And some of the data is trying to pick up on this. Now, the big question, there's going to be a piece of energy coming in from the north and one from the south. How quickly and if those two pieces of energy merge will determine how big this storm could be and where it sets up. I think the risk for the Indy area is that it could end up further south and east. I would not be shocked if this ends up being a Louisville or even a Lexington to Washington, D.C. type of a storm system. It all depends on how fast the pieces of energy phase. And we're still 8+ days out, so I don't have any really specifics at this time. But if you're in the blue shaded area, we're going to need to monitor for some kind of a bigger storm potential in here for early the following week, again, around the 18th to 19th of the month. Before that, couple of things that I want to keep an eye on. As we get into the middle part of next week, Tuesday and into Wednesday morning, we have a front that will be moving through. Behind that front, I think very similar to what we're dealing with tonight into tomorrow, scattered snow shower activity going to be possible across parts of the Ohio Valley. This one could potentially turn into a better swath of some accumulating snow as it pushes further to the east in the Mid-Atlantic, DC, Philadelphia up towards New York, but not looking to be a crazy storm system. And I think in terms of widespread accumulation, that's going to be east of the Ohio Valley. I do think that into Thursday night and Friday, we need to keep an eye on some kind of a clipper system in here across the Ohio Valley. Specifics in terms of totals, again, we're 150 plus hours out. I don't have that yet, but I think some kind of a light accumulating snow event will need to be monitored as we work into Thursday night and into Friday across parts of the Ohio Valley. But again, in terms of a bigger storm, and this is the 18Z GFS. I'm going to show this here. There's another little system we may need to watch Saturday in terms of a light accumulating snow event. But in terms of a bigger storm, this latest model that just came in, you can see it's very far south. And I think that's the risk with this system is it suppressed further to the south? I suspect this run may be too far south, but you can see, Tennessee Valley into the deep south and then up the East Coast trying to see an accumulating snow event. We go back to the previous run, it was a little bit further to the north, But again, it puts some of the heaviest into Kentucky, Tennessee, and then up towards the mid Atlantic and the East Coast. And so I think the bottom line here is, guys, if you're in this area, there's a storm system, but we're going to have to fine tune the specifics as we get a little bit closer. I think before that, guys, as we work past Tuesday, really between Wednesday and Saturday, there can be multiple rounds of scattered light snow, but probably not big snowfall accumulations. We'll need to watch, especially that clipper system, as we work into Friday for maybe more widespread risk. So, certainly a busier and a colder pattern that's going to be on the way here as we work into the end of this coming week and probably beyond that for a good while as we go throughout the rest of January. So, let's see here. Brenda, thanks, Brett. Yes, of course, happy to hop on. We will be traveling to Knoxville and Pigeon Forge Saturday. Do you have an update on that? Again, need to keep an eye on the storm system. Again, this was the 12Z run. It was late on Saturday. I suspect it's probably Saturday night into Sunday in terms of that area. But if you're going to be there, there's a snow risk. There's a winter storm risk in here, even into Tennessee as we work into late next weekend. Let's see here. Muncie. Yeah, Muncie, I think in the short term, we go back to the Clarity platform in terms of snow. A scattered coating to a half an inch, maybe locally up to an inch of snow if you get under one of the heavier bursts of snow, but that's not going to be widespread. It's going to be more isolated. QR code is in the way of the timescape. Oh, I apologize for about that, guys. How many inches of snow in Bloomington? It's going to be a coating to a half an inch there in terms of tonight. I don't have any specifics beyond that. I'll go through the simulated radar just one more time, and I'll move the QR code so you can see it. Let me see here. Let me get this back on. Give me one moment, guys. Let me see if I can get my window back up here. There we go. And I will move the QR code, and then I will go through the simulated radar one more time here for you all as we go throughout the next 24 hours or so. So as we work into tonight, again, you can really see temperatures crashing in central Indiana or in surrounding areas by the time we work towards about midnight, 1 a.m. And then scattered snow shower activity really continuing as we go throughout the overnight and into the pre-dawn hours tomorrow morning. Any of these snow showers can put down a quick coating the snow. And again, isolated snow squalls can produce heavier bursts of snow and half an inch to an inch of snow. Not out of the question, especially along and north of the I-70 corridor in this area as we go throughout the pre-dawn and early morning hours tomorrow. Most of the snow shower activity will be winding down late morning and into the afternoon outside of areas of Ohio and eastern parts of Kentucky. And again, guys, here's a look at the snowfall total map. It's going to be a scattered coating to a half an inch in most spots. Some areas will stay completely dry. It's not going to be something where, Terre Haute could pick up a quarter of an inch of snow and Rockville just to the north could get a half an inch. And then just to the east of Terre Haute or just to the south near Sullivan or Bloomington, you might get zero. It's going to be scattered in nature. Think of it almost like summertime pop-up thunderstorm risks in terms of the snow potential tonight. Again, I think the best risk will be along I-70 for some of those localized totals of a half an inch to an inch. But again, not going to be widespread. Where does Missouri sit in this upcoming pattern along I-70 in central Missouri? I'm going to be honest, Missouri, I'm worried you're too far west. I'm worried you're kind of in the split flow area, and the better snowfall potential ahead is going to be further to your east, unfortunately, if you're looking for snow. Thanks, Brett. You guys are great. Thank you, William. Appreciate that. Guys, with all that being said, appreciate all of your support. Appreciate you all for hopping on. Be sure to share this, tag a friend, comment, make sure they're aware. There can be some slick spots as we get into tomorrow morning. For those of you cheering on the Bears tonight, good luck. I will be cheering for them as well. And of course, go Hoosiers next week. I really can't even believe it. I'm so excited. And I know that so many of you all are as well. And hopefully that game goes as the last several have gone. Again, be sure to scan the QR code top left, get the Clarity platform, get Clarity home, get our updates as we go throughout the overnight hours and tomorrow, and for additional snow risks next week. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening.